Welcome to Tesla Global, the home of the latest Tesla news. Let's get into the video. Tesla displays its rarest vehicles in the new Peterson exhibit. Tesla is set to display some of the rarest and historic vehicles it developed in a new exhibit at the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles. After announcing a new Inside Tesla exhibit that highlights the company's groundbreaking trek into electric vehicles, the museum has finally released details on which of the automaker's cars would be on display for fans and foes alike to gasp over. On display at the Peterson Museum will be some of Tesla's most unique vehicles, hailing from the roots of the company all the way to some of the most high-performance powertrains it has ever brought to testing or to the market. The exhibit features a unique display of company accolades, early projects, and continuing teases of vehicles Tesla has tried to bring to market in the past few years, but has not. Original Tesla Roadster. While many Tesla fans and enthusiasts have likely seen the original Tesla Roadster, it would not be a proper Tesla history exhibit without this vehicle. A symbolic car that basically encapsulates the company's darkest day. A far cry from today, where the automaker is financially secure, the Roadster would either sink or swim Tesla. Fortunately, it was the raft Musk and other early executives needed. Other Tesla Roadsters on display. Amongst the other Roadsters on display at the museum will be the 2005 prototype of the Roadster, which hails back to Tesla's earliest project and ventures into electric vehicles. More recently, the 2020 next-gen Roadster will also be on display. Despite this exciting development, the presence of this vehicle, in particular, might sting a few Peterson visitors when the exhibit opens. Despite being dated as a 2020 vehicle since its unveiling, Tesla has failed to start manufacturing on the new Roadster, with many awaiting some development update. The $250,000 vehicle is expected to hover as well. Tesla's 1000th vehicle. Tesla's 1 millionth vehicle, a multi-coat red Model Y, will also be displayed at the museum's Tesla exhibit. Built in March 2020, the 1 millionth Model Y was a symbolic piece of history for Tesla as it had struggled and fought to become profitable for several years. After launching the Model Y in 2020 in the US, it was only fitting the Model Y would be the millionth vehicle Tesla built. Surprisingly, the company only started building hundreds of thousands of cars a few quarters after this, as the COVID-19 pandemic continued to rage on. Model S Plaid Nürburgring. The Model S Plaid that ripped around Germany's Nürburgring will also be on display at the Peterson exhibit. This vehicle needs no introduction. It was one of the most exciting times as a journalist covering Tesla and electric vehicles that didn't have major implications for the company's future. It was just fun seeing how fast this car could go on one of the most challenging tracks on Earth. Tesla's Cyberquad for adults. Another Tesla project that was super exciting but has not received any updates since 2019 is the Cyberquad for adults. After the kids' version was axed from shelves recently because an adult tried to ride it with a child, ruining the fun for everyone, the adult version of the quad is all some of us can keep hope for. The Cyberquad was an addition to the 2019 Cybertruck unveiling event itself, and was a potential addition with the purchase of the truck. However, just like the Cybertruck, the Cyberquad has not been released or built for the general public yet. Tesla Cybertruck prototype. The 2019 version of the Cybertruck won't be the one that ultimately is delivered to customers when it is finally built next year, but it has a rich story. Tesla unveiled the Cybertruck in Hawthorne, California, in November 2019, which was a weird event. Nothing went according to plan, as the unbreakable Cybertruck windows broke. The design of the truck is ultimately not what Tesla will deliver to customers, and basically, everything from pricing to powertrains has changed. Model 3 and Model X AUG prototypes. These original Model 3 and Model X designs are not far off from what is still delivered today. These vehicles are both important to Tesla's story for their own reasons, and as an essential part of the company's history. It is nice to see them on display for Tesla fans. How many of the vehicles on display do you recognize? Tesla Bot shows its power in fascinating and frightening fashion. Tesla recently displayed the power and prowess of the Tesla Bot's primary leg actuators in a video as it lifted a half-ton grand piano without any issues. The display is both fascinating and frightening as the Tesla Bot project continues to move forward. Tesla shared the video earlier this week, showing the capabilities of the leg actuator at work. Lifting a grand piano is no small task, obviously. However, the display of power and strength by the Tesla Bot's actuators is nothing more than a testament to the strength and capability of its parts. Now, don't get me wrong, this is extremely impressive. However, the ease of the actuator lifting this piano is fascinating and frightening at the same time. While the Tesla Bot is likely to become a massive part of the Tesla business model, The product is still in the early phases of development but is moving along quickly thanks to a rapidly expanding team. Although the Tesla bot is now 1 year past its initial unveiling, the company released some new updates in late September at the AI Day 2.0 event. However, robotics experts were not impressed with the progress, while others commended Tesla's efforts to develop a household helper. We already know the Tesla bot is capable of helping with basic-level tasks, as of now. Tesla shared a video of the bot assisting workers in the Fremont factory, which is a great step in the right direction. It shows investors and potential customers that the Tesla bot is more than a breakdancing prank. It's a real thing that could revolutionize households. However, there is also a fine line between supportive and scary. While the bot seems to be an ideal solution for household help, the power alone is something that is just downright frightening. I will be sure to stay on the Tesla bot's good side. He certainly doesn't skip leg day. The Boring Company announces start of full-scale Hyperloop testing. As it turns out, Elon Musk's Hyperloop dreams are still alive and kicking. This was hinted at by the Boring Company, which recently shared an image of what appears to be a Tesla Model 3 sedan inside a full-scale Hyperloop test tunnel. Elon Musk's Hyperloop idea has been faced with skepticism since the Tesla CEO published a white paper on the concept in 2013. The fact that other companies that have pursued Hyperloop technology are yet to roll out a mass transit system similar to Musk's ideas has made the solution even more of a target for naysayers. The Boring Company's recent social media post reveals that this is not the case. In fact, the tunneling startup, which is also working on expanding its Vegas Loop tunnels in Las Vegas, appears to have made serious progress on a full-scale Hyperloop tunnel that can fit passenger vehicles. This was hinted at by the Tesla Model 3 that's photographed inside a sealed tunnel. The Hyperloop concept involves a system that operates by sending specially designed pods through a tube that's maintained at a partial vacuum. Musk's concept estimated that each capsule could float on a thin layer of air similar to how pucks move on an air hockey table. Thanks to this system, the pods should be able to move at extremely high speed, with Musk estimating that a trip from San Francisco to Los Angeles should only take about 30 minutes. While it would be easy to dismiss the Boring Company's current Hyperloop test tunnel since it is still far from Musk's elegant, futuristic concept, it should be noted that the recently shared image is simply a test tunnel, or perhaps even the beginning of one. Thus, as the Boring Company gets more experience with its transport tunnel building thanks to projects like the Vegas Loop, the tunneling startup's Hyperloop projects would likely become substantially closer to Musk's vision as well. SpaceX ships 200th Falcon second stage, highlighting the flip side of booster reuse. SpaceX has built and shipped its 200th Falcon second stage, highlighting the often underappreciated rocket's record of achievement on the ground and in flight. Approximately 13 years ago, in late 2009 or early 2010, SpaceX shipped the first flight-worthy prototype of the first iteration of its Falcon 9 second stage. In June 2010, Falcon 9 lifted off on its inaugural test flight. With the help of that second stage, successfully launched a boilerplate mock-up of Dragon spacecraft into orbit.